So today we're going to do skill 14. Assuming you already took the class and know all about it, I just wanted to go over a few important stuff. So if you can turn your notes to page, I don't know, whatever that is, probably the second page, and we'll go over that. So when you're adding and subtracting two rational expressions, the most important thing is that you need to have a common denominator. So when it's a number, it's pretty easy. Let's say my denominator was, I don't know, 4 and the other one was 8. We all know the least common denominator of 4 and 8 is going to be 8 because we do it so many times. Now let's say our denominators are x squared minus 9 and x plus 3, and the direction says to find the least common denominator between these two. So first step of finding least common denominator when it looks like an expression is to factor your denominator. So I look at x squared minus 9. How do I factor x squared minus 9? That is difference of two squares. It will be x plus 3 times x minus 3. What about the second rational expression, x plus 3? That's just going to be x plus 3. Once you're done factoring, you're going to pick one factor at a time and see which one has the most and take that number of factors. Let me show you an example here. So I'm going to start with factor x plus 3. From the first rational expression, I have 1x plus 3. From the second rational expression, I have 1x plus 3. So I have 1 versus 1, and I want to take the most from either one of them. Well, which one wins? 1 versus 1. 1 is going to win. So to find the least common denominator, I'm going to have 1 of x plus 3. Okay, so we're done with x plus 3. Now let's move on to different factor. In fact, all I see is x minus 3 on the first rational expression. So I have 1x minus 3 here, and I have no x minus 3. Okay, so 1 versus 0. Which one do I have the most? Well, you all know that 1 is going to win. So I need 1 of the x minus 3. And that's how you find the least common denominator. You factor both denominators, look at each factor at a time, and see which one wins, and write all of them together. Let me do a little harder example. That is, there's nothing hard about this. Let's do example 4. Find the least common denominator between this and this. So once again, I noticed that they're not the same thing. That means we have to factor it so that I can look at one at a time. This one requires you to do quadratic ABC factoring. I'm going to skip the work. You're going to get x plus 4 times x minus 1. Second denominator factors are going to be x minus 2 times x minus 1. Okay, how do you find LCD? You just have to look at one factor at a time and see which one wins. Let's start with x plus 4. How many do I have? 1. How many x plus 4 do I have on the second one? None. 1 versus 0, I need 1 of x plus 4. Done with x plus 4, let's move on to x minus 1. I have 1x minus 1. I have 1x minus 1. Therefore, I need 1x minus 1. Take the most of each one. Anything else? Yes, I have x minus 2. I have 1 of them. I have none. I need 1 of them. X plus 4. So least common denominator between these two are going to be x plus 4, x minus 1, and x plus 4. I'm going to make up the example. Please ignore whatever it says at the back. Let's say I factor my denominators and I got the following for each one. First one, factors were, let's make it up, 2x, x minus 4, x minus 4. That's a little long. And then second factor was 3x squared, x minus 4. Okay, so let's find the least common denominator. Let's pick 2. I have 1, 2, I have no 2, so I need 2. 1, 2. Let's go on to x. I have 1x multiplied by itself. I have x times x. So what we're comparing is that we have an x versus x squared. Which one wins? Yes, x squared wins. I need x squared. Got that? Maybe? Let's move on to the other factor, x minus 4. I have 2 of them here. And you're right, I could have written this as x minus 4 squared if I wanted to. So 2 of them and 1 of them. I need 2 of them. So x minus 4, x minus 4. Here is your least common denominator, except I forgot 1. What am I missing? 3. I have 1 3, I have no 3, so I need 3. That looks a little messier. In fact, I can multiply 2 and 3 together. 6x squared, x minus 4, x minus 4 is least common denominator. Doesn't it make sense with your numbers only? Like I look at 2 and 3. Least common multiples of 2 and 3 is 6. Okay, so that is how you find least common denominator. And let me look at a specific question with you.